Get ready for cargo shots from the Strat Times, presented by HACTL. Here's a weekly roundup of the latest air freight and logistics news.
What's the total A350F order count now, as Airlines has cancelled its order for the Airbus next-generation freighter? Dnata is exiting Cologne Airport as operations are not financially viable. And Eduard Molkenboer has been appointed as the new head of cargo for Amsterdam Airport Schiphol. Catch all the top news stories of this week from the world of air cargo. I am Nikita Sebastian and you are watching Cargo Shots presented by HACTL. As of June 30, 2025, Airbus has recorded 18 gross orders and 11 net orders for its A350 freighter, after accounting for 7 cancellations, mainly from the Airlines. Taiwanese carrier Starlux ordered 5 aircraft in January, while 3 units were ordered by an undisclosed customer. At the 2025 Paris Air Show, Saudi lessor Aviation ordered 10 A350Fs and signaled plans to expand to 22 units. Airbus confirmed the current A350F backlog stands at 66 aircraft. Istanbul-based MNG Airlines also signed an MOU for 2 A350Fs at the show. The first set of wings for the A350F has been completed, with entry into service expected in the second half of 2027. Meanwhile, Boeing's competing 777-8F is set to follow in 2028 with an order book of 59 aircraft. Airbus confirmed Airlines remains a major customer with nearly 500 aircraft ordered and a backlog of around 170. Boeing's orders and deliveries data as of 30 June 2025 shows the delivery of 27 freighters, 20 Boeing 777Fs and 7 767-300Fs. June deliveries included 4 777Fs to Air China Cargo, Atlas Air, DHL Aviation Americas and CFS Leasing, and 2 767Fs to UPS and FedEx. Boeing has 13 777Fs on order, 8 for FedEx and 5 from unidentified customers. Its freighter backlog includes 65 777Fs and 28 767Fs. CEO Kelly Ortberg in an interview said he remains confident that Boeing will deliver all metal-wing 777Fs before the ICAO's 2027 emissions compliance deadline. Meanwhile, MSC Air Cargo CEO Yanni Devil said the carrier will add 2 more 777Fs, expanding its current fleet of 5. Boeing's official records do not reflect this order. Global ground handling services provider dnata will cease cargo operations and relinquish its 12,000 square meter facility at Cologne Bonn Airport by 31 December 2025. The Emirates-owned firm confirmed to the Strat Times that the decision followed a detailed review of local operations, citing limited growth prospects and long-term financial viability. Having entered the German market in 2022 through the acquisition of Wiskochen Handling Services, dnata served nearly 20 carriers, including Maersk Air Freight. Cologne Bonn Airport said discussions with new providers are underway to ensure uninterrupted operations. dnata has informed the Works Council and pledged support for affected staff during the transition. The company continues cargo handling at Amsterdam, Zurich, Geneva, and Brussels. Services in Cologne will continue as usual through year-end. Amsterdam Airport Schiphol has appointed Eduard Molkenboer as its new head of cargo, effective 5 August 2025. He succeeds Joost van der Berg, who stepped down in February. Molkenboer brings 35 years of professional experience, including 18 years in logistics roles at DHL Supply Chain and DHL Express, and earlier stints with container terminal operators and shipping lines. Most recently, he served as CEO of Cleanlease, a textile and laundry services firm. His appointment supports Schiphol's focus on cargo capacity optimization, higher load factors, and collaboration with partners like Cargonaut and Maastricht-Aken Airport. Molkenboer will also oversee cargo operations at Maastricht, where Royal Schiphol Group holds a 40% stake. Schiphol fully owns Cargonaut, a digital platform driving seamless and data-enabled cargo processes. The Delhi High Court has dismissed Turkey-based Celebi Airport Services plea against the revocation of its security clearance, citing overriding national security concerns. Justice Sachin Datta ruled that the principle of natural justice must yield in matters involving security of the realm. In its 94-page order, the court said ground handlers have deep access to sensitive zones, making foreign affiliations subject to strict scrutiny, especially amid recent geopolitical tensions. Celebi's licenses at 5 Indian airports were cancelled by BCAS in May 2025. The Bombay High Court is still hearing a related case on Celebi's removal from Mumbai Airport, where Indo-Thai Airport Services has been appointed as interim handler. Celebi reportedly handled over 540,000 tons of cargo and 58,000 flights annually before the clearance was cancelled during India's conflict with Pakistan. Aviation Leasing, part of Avia Solutions Group, is nearing completion of a passenger-to-freighter conversion for a Boeing 777-300ER in partnership with Mammoth Freighters. Set to be delivered by end 2025, this will be the world's first 777-300ER MF, offering up to 98 tons of payload and 5,000 nautical miles of range. The US-based project supports Aviation's strategic push into the cargo leasing sector. CEO Tadas Goberis called the aircraft a prototype milestone for the company, which plans further conversions of this model. Mammoth's Vice President of Sales and Marketing Brian McCarthy highlighted the aircraft's fuel efficiency and capacity as key advantages for global operators. Aviation Leasing has completed over 150 aircraft transactions and more than 50 conversion and refurbishment projects. Thank you for joining us on this week's Cargo Shots. Stay updated by hitting the subscribe button on our YouTube channel and visiting www.stattimes.com for daily news updates. We will be back next week with a new episode of Cargo Shots featuring more interesting stories.
You've been watching Cargo Shots from the Strat Times, presented by HACTL. See you next week with more updates from the air cargo and logistics industry.